Richard Ridge for Broadway Beat. Lincoln Center Theater continues their season here at the Vivian Beaumont Theater with John Guare's new play called A Free Man of Color, directed by George C. Wolfe. We're at the show's opening night to chat with the company led by Jeffrey Wright.
Well, I play President Jefferson, and how do I explain? He's not totally this. Well, he is an iconic figure. You can't get away from that. But he's cranky, frustrated. It's his first day in office, and he's at the beginning very buoyant and excited, and then it hits the fan, so to speak, and from then on, there's a lot of problems. It hits off on the same things we're going through today. You think the problems are that they weren't as bad then, but they were. It covers a large time during the 1800s of the Louisiana Purchase. You have Paris, Napoleon, Toussaint from Haiti, and life in New Orleans at that time, which was actually totally different than it is today and was anywhere in the United States. It was an amazing time. It's been an historical lesson for me being in it.
I play two characters. I play Jeffrey Wright's half-brother, and I play Talleyrand, Napoleon's foreign minister. Foreign advisor, right after the Revolution. Right after the French Revolution, and they're very different. They both want sort of the same things. It is what we found along the way. I mean, I'm not sure they were originally meant to be doubled, but they actually are sort of two sides of the same coin. Unfortunately, one is on top of it, and one's certainly on the bottom of it as well.
Well, going back way back when, I think 7 years ago, John came, when I was running the Public Theater, I commissioned him I wanted him to write a restoration piece, and I wanted it to be about the New World. And then he went off for 2 years, and he wrote this incredible, epic piece, and so we read it, and then it's taken us this time, and with various people's schedules to all pull it together, and so we ended up here on opening night at Lincoln Center, which is a great, great journey.
What do you love about the story, John's words?
John has this wonderful sense of the ridiculous, combined with this incredible, deep heart and love of what this country is, and scars and all. And so the fact that you get to have a vision of the world, and you get to have silliness, and you get to have sex, and you get to have joy, and you get to have commedia next to vaudeville, next to restoration, next to a Shavian discussion about politics and truth in America. It's like the best dessert in the world, and you just, as an artist, you just want to eat more and more and more of it.
George, and when you talk to him, you know he's got a very wonderful energy. He's just so excited and passionate about what he does, and that's contagious, and it's a really good thing to be around. And because the play is quite large, and it was a hard nut to crack. It was so great to have somebody who just had a clear vision with it and such enthusiasm. And the doing new plays are the most fun because you usually get to have the playwright there, and having John Guare as your playwright there every day, making changes and helping us out, and that's the real gift. And I really love the risk involved in doing a new play. Not knowing what it's going to be.
I play Jeffrey's very irritated wife. As I guess the diplomatic way to say Jeffrey's tendency, or Jacques Cornet's, tendency with women is he has a lot to give. And so it creates problems on the home front, and I sort of spend the play chasing him, trying to get him to notice me and work out our issues and not spend so much time loving the ladies.
George just gave me, he said, I want a restoration comedy for Jeffrey Wright. And I went and I started reading every restoration comedy and fell in love with them. Loved The Country Wife. Setting in New Orleans, I got into history. I didn't know what the play started writing itself for me, because as I kept uncovering how it could possibly fit be located into real American history, the time just before America became America, when it was just these 16 perfect little states over there, and so it was. What was thrilling was my sense of discovery, what I was discovering. Because, I think I know stuff, and I realized I didn't know anything about American history. And, or what I knew was minimal, and or the broad strokes of it. And I had so much fun realizing how how every country is connected to everything else. How what was happening way over in some corner of Spain affects what's happening way over in some corner of France, what's happening down in the Caribbean, what's happening in England. I mean, the way all these pressures, unseen pressures, are guiding our lives and controlling our lives. And that's what I felt I was in the power of, and was thrilling because I was completely out of control, and I wrote to get control. And that's what I found with George, and it's just been a very, very happy experience. And also just wonderful working here at Lincoln Center with Andre and Bernie. And and with this wonderful cast. I was saying before, I wrote it for Jeffrey, and then Most came along, yay! And then we kept seeing people, and everybody on that stage is somebody that when we saw them in auditions, we just fell in love with them and said they have to be there. And so we're just blessed.
It's amazing. I've been wanting to work with George for many, many years, and they're so generous, they're so genuine, they're so loving. It's like a dream come true for any actor to work with these two men, because they work with actors and they love actors, and so that's what's so amazing. And they're brilliant, so it's easy when they're so smart.
Well, I play Robert Livingston, and I play a French scientist named Donna Pollicina, and who is searching for the cause of yellow fever, which is integral to the play, and the effects of history. And then I play a whore mistress called Madame Mandragola from Buenos Aires.
Well, let's talk about the scope of this piece and working with this great ensemble.
Well, the scope of the piece is really basically, it's a short moment in time. It goes from maybe 1801 to 1803. But it's packed with history that people don't really know all that much about, like the details. That really caused history to reveal itself and to become who we are and what we are today. And it's interesting in the play how much you see in history in 1801, how it is still going on. I mean, there's such relative human nature. It doesn't matter when. We're human beings, and we repeat ourselves just like I'm doing now. And it's a wonderful experience to experience that. And the ensemble is wonderful. I mean, Mose and Jeffrey, I'm in heaven. And Robert Stanton, who I've wanted to work with for years. Peter Bartlett, who I have worked with and I've dreamt of working with again. John McMartin, I'm sorry. Hello. Genius. And then George and John and Janine Tesori and Hope, and it's a marvelous group of people. I'm really happy.
I play Jacques Cornet, who is a free man of color, caught up in the coming history of the early 19th century in New Orleans. It's a play that deals with the confluences of the international forces and the multicultural forces that created this celebration that is New Orleans. And at the heart of it is my character, who thinks everything is wine, women, and song until the coming contradictions of Jeffersonian democracy descend, and it takes the play on a journey away from Restoration comedy and closer to kind of American tragic farce. The overriding sensation is laughter. We laugh, we work hard. We had a very aggressive schedule, but it was filled with every minute to minute with discovery and exploration. It was they are individually two of the great American artists working in the theater today, and collectively they're a force of nature, and they really found a wonderful collaborative way of creating this, bringing life to this new piece. It was really it was very easy for us as actors, very demanding on us, but very supportive and very nurturing.